Hello, everybody. I don't know if anybody's going to see this. I haven't announced anything about doing a live broadcast. This is completely new to me, so this is an experiment, if you like. If anybody happens to come across this, that's great, and they might be interested. My name is Martin Edwards. I represent a channel called I'm So Healthy Too, and basically, I wanted to talk about general health. Um, Now, first things first, the summer's coming to an end. So I hope that you've all had the opportunity to make the most of the sunlight that you've been able to get where you are. Different parts of the world, different weathers. I'm here in the south of Spain, so as you can imagine, um, the stereotype, typical lifestyle in the south of Spain, it's all true. It's lazy, lovely, light, and warm. It's been a very nice summer this summer. And something I have been interested in finding more about, interested in finding more about is the benefits or the many benefits of sunlight, getting out into the fresh air. I read an article somewhere, can't remember where now because this is just off the cuff, that sunglasses can actually increase your chances of getting skin cancer. How true this is, I'm not entirely sure, but I found that really interesting because um, sunscreen is something that's, you know, heavily promoted during the summer periods. And different sunscreens have different protection ratings. Uh, you know, they contain different ingredients, and there seems to be a lot of warnings about the type of sunscreens there are and how safe they are for the skin. Now, if you're blocking sunlight from reaching your skin, how how good is that? How how beneficial is that? I mean, everything needs that photosynthesis effect in order to grow and thrive. Now, your skin, if your skin is subjected to too much sunlight, it changes color, it adapts, right? Your skin will adapt, and your melatonin, your natural melatonin, begins to increase, so your skin's further protected from harmful UV rays. So your skin has the natural ability to look after itself, to protect itself. So the use of sunscreen, I suppose, would be for those people who like to lay in the sun, on the beach, all day, every day, to simply increase the melatonin level in their skin, to char themselves. But otherwise, if you're just out and about and it's a hot day, is sunscreen necessary? And the reason I also question that is because I also came across an interesting article about the use of sunglasses and how important sunglasses are to protect you from harmful UV rays. Sunglasses are supposed to protect your eyes, but apparently so, um, your eyes actually help your skin to be protected from UV rays. I read somewhere that um, exposing your sun to natural, sorry, exposing your eyes to natural sunlight actually protects your skin. There's a a beautiful harmonious relationship between the UV light that enters your eyes and the protection and benefits throughout your entire body, and it also protects your skin. If you're wearing sunglasses, then what UV rays are you receiving? What UV rays are you receiving that actually helps every other living organism on the planet grow? None. And we know that your body converts the UV light into vitamin D. And so vitamin D obviously is good for your immune system. So if you're wearing sunglasses, and it's unnecessary to wear sunglasses because your eyes are not compromised by natural sunlight. So I'm not talking about looking directly into the sky, into the sun, but just not compromised by natural sunlight. Why are you denying yourself natural vitamin D and vitamin K and potentially reducing the chances of skin cancer? So I thought that was really interesting. If anybody has any more information about that, maybe it's just cock and bull, but it seems to kind of make sense to me. Um, this is my first time doing a live broadcast, so I hope this isn't too boring or uninteresting for you. Um, COVID also. One of the treatments, the natural treatments that a lot of people are jumping on board about regarding improving your immune system, uh, reducing the effects of viruses and such, is vitamin D and vitamin K combined. Get this, in the UK, I don't know what the heck the UK is doing these days. The place is really losing its grip on reality and really just giving all, if not practically all of its powers, the people are giving practically all of its powers away to the government. I don't know what's going on over in the UK, but there's this experiment that is in progress. And I think this is something that's going to be affecting America also, but I think UK are going to be the first to introduce this this experiment of reducing the amount of sunlight that reaches the country. So we know about the planes um, dumping some kind of chemical aerosol into the sky. That's been going on for years. We've been calling it chemtrails. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory anymore. I think we all know. And so the idea, scientifically, is that the UV light reflects back off these particles that are being sprayed into the sky back into the atmosphere, so they don't reach the people. Now, the UK has a reputation for having bad weather anyway. It's so choppy out there that if there's a Friday afternoon, or if you're lucky enough, a weekend with great weather, you'll find everybody out in the parks with their kids on the streets doing something, being happy, being smiley. It really does change the way in which you feel. And the UK government have now conceived this crazy idea of reducing the amount of sunlight in a country that certainly has a reputation for not having enough. What's that going to do for people, for mood, for health? What's that going to do to life, from vegetation to creepy crawlies to animals in which we ourselves consume? What's it going to do to what's it going to do? It can't be good. It can't be healthy. Idiots. And these people we vote in. So, during the pandemic, there was a real concern about the NHS, which the UK is so proud of, and I'm from London, so I can contest to this. The national health system in the UK, the NHS, is free. I mean, we don't. There's no insurance we have to pay for anything. Everything is taxed, which makes the NHS available to any UK British citizen. And during the pandemic, the idea was lockdown was supposed to reduce the numbers of people being subjected to this virus, this killer virus. For many people, it did kill. That's true. The idea was to not overwhelm the healthcare system. Now, if you're going to be blocking, reducing what keeps people alive, happy, mood levels up, immune system stronger, then it kind of seems a little bit contradictory to then try to enforce a lockdown on people who were happy and healthy, affect the economy in a negative way, just so that you can later down the road begin to amble to make people sick again. Reduce sunlight to the planet to save the planet. How about the big corporations who produce the plastics, who burn the fossil fuels that we ourselves are dependent on? How about changing what you do? Because we're only but a slave to what it is that is available to us. I'm not fighting the woke war, it's just, we consume what is made available to us. So make what is available to us more eco-friendly. It's as simple as that. I think that's what the activists are trying to get across, but it's not coming across very well, because the argument always is, you're wearing leather shoes, your phone's made of plastic, everything you're wearing contradicts what it is that you're saying must happen. But we're only buying and consuming what it is that what is available for us to buy and consume. So change those things. And you know that the general public will get on board, because we're so susceptible to your sneaky tactics that we'll do it. Certainly if we're well informed and it makes sense, we'll be happy to then. Hi Neria, nice to meet you. Hi Neria. I'm jumping around getting really excited, and I didn't say hi. Hi back. One person, if I've reached one person, that's nice. Even if it's just one person. So nice to meet you. I wonder where you're from. Where are you from? Let me know. And where's the weather? What's the weather like where you are? I'm in Spain, where thankfully no such crazy experiment, as far as I'm aware, is taking place. Got some tourists walking by taking photos, maybe of the beautiful shipwreck that's next to them. I'm in the very south of Spain, enjoying the last of the good weather before we all have to go back to our daily grind. Whatever your job is, also, I hope that you enjoy it. Far too many of us, like myself, spend a lot of our time indoors, not out and about, and getting out and enjoying the weather is really important. If you're in a place, in a country that doesn't have great weather, then be sure to take some vitamin D. That should be D3, complemented with vitamin K. Otherwise, and check your facts yourself, because I'm not a doctor, but there's a buildup of calcium otherwise in your body if you're simply consuming vitamin D supplements without vitamin K. So keep that in mind when you supplement, and look into the guidelines of what your vitamin D level intake supplement wise should be, because if you're fortunate enough to spend the day out in the sun, then you're going to be getting lots of vitamin D3, of course. And what is the regulated amounts supplement wise? So if you're somebody who loves sitting out in the sun and baking yourself to death, you're getting probably more than any supplement one supplement could provide you. So if that's the case, if you're accustomed to getting lots of vitamin D and it makes you real healthy, make you feel real good, talk to an expert about increasing your vitamin D supplement dose during the duller periods of the year. My vitamin D supplement level is as high as 50,000. And so the measurement is IUs. So 50,000 is as much as I take. It's not doing me any harm. So go and see an expert and see and take a level that's comfortable for you. But you can easily get that much vitamin D. Oh, stop it. You can easily get that much by laying in the sun for a long afternoon on the beach. So it can't be that bad for you. Um, Somebody say hello. So I'm not, I know I'm reaching somebody else. Nelia said hi. I said hi back, Nelia. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. I'm here talking about health. Um, anything anybody might want to talk about. My channel, I'm so healthy too. At the moment, I've been talking a lot about COVID um, and COVID injury, supplements that I've heard about that people are taking and trying, and hopefully people are getting some good results from those. There's a supplement that I recently made a video about called Augmented NAC, which is something that a lot of people are finding a lot of benefit from because they're suffering from COVID vaccine injury or simply long COVID. Augmented NAC, which is the brand name, so it's not just a regular NAC, has some way, shape, or form been molecularly changed. So it's not just um, the regular form you buy on the shelf. There's a website called augmentednac.com. You can order some there if you wish to find out some more about the stuff. They boast that it reduces the amount of spike protein. Hi, Mark. Hi, bro. I look like a gangster. I take that as a compliment. Somehow, because I've got a real good imagination, I'll take that as a compliment. Cheers, mate. I don't think any gangsters might be talking about vaccine injuries and NAC augmented supplements to make yourself feel better, but maybe they are. I mean, the COVID situation affected, nobody was immune. Nobody was into COVID propaganda. So augmented NAC is apparently, what is it, like 99% effective when degrading the spike protein in the body. And it's the spike protein that's causing a lot of problems for many, many people. What do I prefer? I prefer Martin. Cheers. Cup, cup your head. Yeah, all right, Mark. So yeah, augmented NAC. If you're interested, try that. Bromelain, which is a natural enzyme. Try this. You can buy bromelain in as a supplement, and apparently this also helps degrade the spike protein. COVID was like 5 years ago, and many people are still suffering the effects of COVID. So I hope you're all doing real well. I hope you're all really enjoying the summer also. Because the world has been crazy for the last 5 years since. I don't think it's gotten much easier for anybody, because we all know somebody who has taken the vaccine or is suffering long COVID symptoms, and if it's not a family member, a friend, it may be yourself. So look out for them. I don't think the government have our best interests at heart. I don't think they ever have. Ever have they ever? Have they ever? I fear government interference in anything now. When anything becomes When anything becomes, I've got company. When anything becomes global awareness, hello mate, then the government seem to try and find some way of getting involved or interfering, like a movie studio. Um, let the people do the creative stuff. The people on the ground, well, let the people let the people doing the work. Um, let them let them do what they want to do. Don't interfere so bloody much. I've got two dogs running around. I think it's our job now these days to try and find what best works for us individuals and not what government officials believe is best for us because they don't know. If they did know, we'd all be in a lot better shape, and they certainly don't care enough. They care more about numbers, money, popularity. Look at Trump. He's a hound. Whoa! He's a fame seeker, not a truth seeker. So look out for people like Donald. Look out for heads of state in the UK. Keir Starmer, what a joke. Naively, at the very when he was trying to um, get into power, I thought maybe naively I thought because I live in Spain now. Sun's going down here, but I expected better things. I thought maybe things might get better. They just got worse, and now crazily enough, we're thinking of dimming the sunlight, dimming natural sunlight in the UK, which is terrifying. Those chemicals that are being sprayed um, overhead. It's not a conspiracy theory. Not a conspiracy theory. The chemtrails are true, and maybe this is the intention the entire time. Spraying something in the air that have reflective particles that then rebound sunlight, natural sunlight, back into the atmosphere, reducing the amount that reaches us. Nuts. Sun's going down, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to have something to eat. This was a beautiful experiment. I really enjoyed doing this, and I'll certainly have to do it again one day. Um, Again, hi Nadia. It was lovely to make your acquaintance. I'm waving back to you. Anybody else who found this interesting, great. If you didn't, great. It's all a learning curve for me. Take care of each other and yourself because it's nobody else's job to do so. You come first. Only then will you have the strength, the ability, the wanting to take care of the other people around you who are important. Adios for now. Bye bye.